I got my dance in before we came back on. I did
I
good
know.
today.
But you see, we had lost our guest for a minute. I got a little nervous.
Uh,
Look, what's really going on with this technology today?
Exactly, exactly. Hey, everybody, it's another water
Water
cooler
Cooler
win.
Wednesday.
Yes, yes, yes. And we're so excited to be here every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And my name is Dion Branch, and I am with Allure Dream Homes, brokered by EXP. And I have with me my co host.
The one and only. Hey everybody, it's Lisa, House Money Mama from Nexa Mortgage, where brokers are better. And we're here to talk Water Cooler Wednesday in real estate. All the water cooler vibe stuff that you get, we got to get our drink on, right? The healthy drink. A healthy dose
Right,
of real estate water.
right. We're just
Y'all gonna
drinking
be drinking the
water.
Kool-Aid today.
Right. All right, all right. So today we want to talk about. Last week we spoke about appraisal and the home
Home
inspection,
inspection. Mm-hmm.
right? And what the difference is between them. And so, the only thing we could do is actually bring an appraiser here to talk to you today and share with you information about the appraisal process and what happens during that process and what information is gathered during that time.
So we have somebody, I guess he's gonna have his own introduction. So he just went backstage. But while he's backstage preparing, let me let y'all know who we're gonna be hearing from today, okay?
right, right.
This person is unique in the category all by himself.
it's going in and out.
Uh-oh. Dun dun dun. And this is the beauty of being live. You guys get to see all this.
Exactly. What's happening over there,
Can
Malcolm?
y'all hear me?
We
We can
can.
hear you, yeah, but we can't see you. And we got a lot of static now all of a sudden.
What's going on?
Let's see, maybe he can go out and then come back in.
Again. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been getting the tech challenges today. But usually on Wednesdays, tech is our friend, but today it don't seem to be our friend that well.
Today is not our friend. So, right. But
So
that's
while
okay.
we're waiting, so at least I can probably give a little so we won't lose a whole lot of time. Let me just tell you about who our guest is today. His name is Malcolm Payne. He is actually an appraiser, not only in the state of Illinois, where the bulk of our clientele is, but he's also an appraiser in the state of Georgia. He's been doing this, I don't know how many years, to be honest with you. I know it's been a long time. I'm really young, but he's really old. So he's, I'm just messing with him. We
Look,
friends.
30 years. I've been doing it for 30 years.
30 years. Good Lord. That's a
Yeah.
long time. He really is old, you all. He don't look like it though, do he looks relatively young. So,
Yeah.
well, you do have a bit of
I
that's okay.
start. I
You can
started
always
young.
shave that. Ain't nobody got to know.
Yeah, I started young.
All right.
But obviously, with that amount of experience, we're talking about somebody who knows a lot, who's seen the ups and downs. He didn't get into appraising and then leave and come back. He's been in it consistently this whole time. So he should have a lot of insight for us today. As you're here with us, if you're watching live, then make sure you drop any questions that you might have in the comment section below so we can look at that and then we can address these things live for you. So welcome, welcome, welcome to Water Cooler Wednesday, Mr. Malcolm Payne.
Right.
Hello, everybody.
Yay.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Right.
I'm always good. No complaints.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, obviously, why we brought you here today. We need to interrogate you just a little bit.
Okay.
Mhm.
So,
Ask away.
Right.
yeah, so the majority of our viewers, they're going to be, home buyers or maybe homeowners, or people that are in a Can you hear us?
Why does it keep cutting off?
I don't know.
Do
Yeah, we're
you see it
good. We're
keeps cutting
still
off?
here. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
your picture's gone.
Can you guys see me
Can
hear
you do
me?
it from your laptop instead?
do you have a laptop? Can you do it from your computer?
I'm gonna send him a message. Question.
See you, but I can't hear anything.
Can you do it from your computer?
So,
I sent you a message. He said he could hear us. Did he say he could see us, but he couldn't hear anything?
I think that's what he said. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I asked him the question again.
Right. Because by that time he would have been able to hear us. I love it.
I just like what I thought about it for a minute. I'm like,
I'm like, wait a minute. He
wait
won't be able to hear me.
a minute.
That's okay. Well, while we wait for him to come back, hopefully he can get on and stay on for at least a good 10, 12 minutes.
Right, right. Because
So in the meantime, one of the things I was going to bring up and actually ask him was just to kind of explain what an appraisal is and why the lenders require it. But since he's not on, I think I can address at least part of that because you know me, I was going to jump into the conversation anyway. So I can say my part now. And then when he gets back on, he can say the rest of his part. So what I would say is basically the same thing that we normally talk about when we're on for Water Cooler Wednesdays with some of our other episodes where we've discussed appraisals as part of the process. And that would be that the appraisal is required by the lender because we want to know that the the property that we're putting a lien on is worth the value, that it's worth what they're actually saying on paper that it's worth. Because we know that people can say, oh, my house is worth $550,000.
right,
The market might say it's worth 250. So
right.
unfortunately, we can't just go about what you say as a seller. We know you love your house, but we have to have an unbiased third party who's trained in how to evaluate and look at the market. And then they make a determination as to what the actual value of the property is. And from there, that helps us to be able to make decisions, you know, lending decisions, underwriting decisions for how to proceed with the transaction, or if the transaction maybe would not proceed, you know, because that can happen too. But an appraisal is extremely important in our process for lending, and all lenders are going to require it. We want to know how much the property is worth, even if it's a fixer upper. We still want to know what the current, like the as is value would be, and we would also want to know what the after repair value would be. So if you're buying a home that maybe you're thinking about, you would need to make some kind of rehabilitation, you know, knocking out walls, or, you know, fixing up bathrooms and kitchens and things like that, or maybe expanding, maybe putting a deck on, or adding a bathroom in the basement, or, you know, whatever it might be. All of that would still need to have some kind of a numeric value attached to it. So that would be part of where an appraiser would come in, because he or she will be able to determine what that value is.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get Michael back in.
Okay.
Hey, Michael.
Well, there he is. He's like right on time.
Can you hear us?
You hear us? Dun dun dun.
Make sure your volume is on your computer.
I'm sending him a text message right now too. I love phone link because I like being able to send my text messages right here from the
On your computer. I know.
yes. It's so much more convenient. Yes, it is. Okay. Looks like we got him back. Okay, hold on. He sent me a message back. Can you hear us? Oh, he says no, he can't hear us.
Well, we couldn't hear him either. It didn't sound like he was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's not looking good.
Right. This one may have to be a redo.
Right. Right.
All right, let's see.
We've been doing very well with going live, but unfortunately, with our technical difficulties today.
Yeah,
So,
today I think we're gonna have to do something different.
mhm. Let's see. Well, he's coming back one more time.
Okay.
This iPhone is the best one that's working because my laptop microphone won't come on, and then I don't know why the other one keep going out.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, that's
okay.
fine. We don't know what's going on. So I did already introduce you, and I did already give my perspective as a lender for why we do appraisals. So maybe we can move on to something after that. Like, for example, how do you evaluate a property? Like what
So
does that entail?
so the first thing you want to do is you always want to do apples to apples. The ideal scenario is a subdivision, you know what I'm saying, with model A through H, and there's you're appraising a model B, and there's several model Bs that sold within the 12 months. They do they don't want us to go past 12 months, you know what I'm saying, because the real estate cycle changes. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So very rarely would a house stay the same value for a couple years. Normally it's going to go up or down. But a year range, is a very good indicator of value. So the ideal situation is I'm coming into a house. It's 3 bedrooms, 2-car garage, and about 2,000 square foot, and I got 4 or 5 other houses that's identical to that. You know what I'm saying, that I'm appraising to. You know what I'm saying? But in the real world, that's not really going to happen. So what you do is I'm trying to find other 3 bedroom homes or 2-car garages, whatever the subject is. I'm trying to find homes that's best suited to that house so I can get a good value. And of course, we want to try and stay within a mile radius. Now some cities and some neighborhoods are totally different. You can have houses on one side of the street that are selling for 800,000, 900,000, and then on this side of the street they're only selling for 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? So of course we gotta take all that common sense into consideration, and we need to be able to explain to whoever's reading the appraisal, why we did that. Because sometimes they come back and say, well, how come these houses right across the street are selling for 800, but you're only saying this house is worth 400? And you gotta let them know that's a totally different neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That house is not the same. They may be the same square footage, but these are like brand new 2000 houses, and this house was built in 1970. It's a total different neighborhood, total different buyer. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to make the reader understand why we did what we did, and why it makes sense.
Yeah. What happens when you don't find a house that houses that match the comp? So comparable homes.
Okay, so sometimes you run into either a down market where there's not a whole bunch of comps, or you run into what we call an oddball. You know what I'm saying? So an oddball would be like, remember we was younger and we used to watch like the monsters, and they had like this
Hmm.
big gargantuan house. You know what I'm saying? That would be
Yes.
what we consider an oddball. And when you run to homes like that, then you go to what we call similar neighborhood or similar field. You know what I'm saying? And it can 4 or 5 miles. Same type of house, the same type of buyer will be appealing to it.
Mm-mm.
Malcolm, we lost your picture
Did, did,
again.
did you hear me?
We did, but
Did you
we
get
lost
it?
your picture in the static.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, what do you say? We reschedule this one?
We reschedule. We're gonna try again next.
We was off to a good start then when he finally started talking once we got him
Right.
on. That was good information just right there, just those couple
Right.
of minutes. Okay.
Well, guys, we're gonna go. Thank you. We'll try again next week.
Maybe we'll record this time instead of being live.